Thank you, Madam President, for giving me an opportunity to make my voice heard. I have been following the deliberations, especially the lively and strong opinions of a few members and the contributions of many others. I am here today to provide some positive indications to your hard work and give life and meaning to Section 4 of the draft outcome document, especially to paragraphs 47, 48, and 49, which deal with identification and sharing of good practice. Madam President, I have been dealing with trying to eliminate racism for over a decade. While assuring you that I have made a reasonable progress at a local authority level in Bexley in the UK, I have worked with the local authority to develop a strategy to combat racism in schools and other educational settings, developed a race-hate crime panel, a multi-agency implementation panel which effectively and speedily resolves complicated cases of race crime with the victim's perspective at the core, and help the local authority improve on racial equality. I also work with the police in improving their policing performance in terms of racial equality. We have now formed diversity task group within the police itself, and their engagement with ethnic minority communities have improved considerably. There are also many other examples of good practice I am happy to share with outside of this meeting. Having said that, I will not do justice to my presence if I do not mention some of the weaknesses I face here. May I, with due respect, ask you, Madam President, you all are deliberating, negotiating, simplifying, and deciding on the final draft of a document which will have international and local implications. Are we not forgetting something serious here in all our deliberations? Are we not forgetting the essential component of the matter in question? How will anyone be able to review the progress and assess the level of implementation of the DDPA without hearing from the victim, him or herself, whether any progress is made or not? Madam President, we also deal with victims and their families who have been persecuted for reasons of their race, language, religion, or political affiliation or opinion by their own states. By the false pretenses of addressing terrorism, some states today engage in ethnic cleansing, or worse still, genocidal activities in front of the eyes of the international community. There have been several mentions of the word genocide in your deliberations in the last 2 days. But the perpetrators of this atrocious crime are among our midst. Why? Because they know the weakness of the UN system. In order to give life to the Charter of the UN and its founding reason, I am sure you will agree, Madam President, the UN has to work for the people and not just the state, whose existence lies in the authority the people give to the government, which operates the state just as a mechanism. Let me point out very strongly that the legitimacy of any government or state is given only by the citizens, whether they are the minority or not, unless it is an authoritarian or dictatorial regime. Finally, Madam President, I have to reiterate that non-governmental organizations and civil society organizations are not just bystanders, but essential components of the fabric of democratic governance. Without our participation, democracy can never be effective. While you formulate strategies, it is we who give effectiveness